Welcome to English with Teacher. I'm Teacher. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're having an absolutely awesome day. So please like, share, and subscribe. Help out the channel and help out everyone you know by sharing this wonderful content with them. So today we are doing advanced English, and we will be doing this out of the Bible, and we are in 1 Timothy. We're doing chapter 2, all of it actually, so verses 1 to 15. And I will be doing this with my absolutely amazing, wonderful, astounding co-host. So, ma'am, would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. Hello, teacher. I am Sim. I'm Vietnamese.
Thank you very much for joining me all the way from Vietnam, Mrs. Sim. So, would you please read the verses in front of you?
Yes, let's start. Instructions about worship. I
Urge.
urge you, first of all, to pray for all people. Ask God to
Ask.
help. Ask God to help them. Iterate on their
Intercede.
intercede on their behalf and give thanks for them. Pray this way for kings and all who are in authority, so that we can live peaceful and quiet lives, marked by good kindness,
Marked.
marked by good likeness and dignity. This is good and pleases God, our Savior. Pleases God, our Savior, who wants everyone to be saved and to understand the truth. For there is only one God and one mediator who can reconcile God and humanity, the man Christ Jesus. He gave his life to purchase freedom for everyone. This is the message God gave to the world at just the right time, and I have been chosen as a preacher and apostle to teach the Gentiles this message about faith and truth. I'm not exaggerating.
Okay, exaggerating.
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 That's it. That's a tricky one.
Yeah. Just telling the truth in every place of worship. I want men to pray with holy hands
Lifted
lifted up to God, free from anger and controversy. And I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing, and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fixed their hair or by wearing gold or pierced
Pearls?
or pearls or expensive clothes. For women who claim to be devoted to God should make themselves attractive by the good things they do. Women should learn quietly and submissively. I do not let women teach men or have authority of them. Let them listen quietly, for God made Adam first, and afterward he made Eve, and
Eve.
it was
He made Eve.
Eve. He made Eve, and it was not Adam who was deceived by Satan. The woman was deceived, and sin was the reason. But woman will be saved through children, assuming they continue to live in faith, love, holiness, and modesty.
Awesome. This is one of the reasons that I like teaching is it keeps me up on my Bible, because I've never actually read Timothy. The Bible's a big book, and I've never read this part of it. And I chose to teach you out of it so that I could learn about it.
Yeah.
So it's awesome because I get to teach out of it, plus I get to learn about it and everything else. So yeah, it's really nice. Okay, so what does this first paragraph say?
Yes. The first is he advises people to pray for them. Praise for kings and rulers to make life peaceful.
Peaceful.
Peaceful. Those things are good things.
Very nice.
It is difficult. Yes, and 4 is 4, 5, and 6 is that is what God wants, because only Jesus can reconcile God and man.
Nice.
Yeah, and he gave his life to purchase freedom for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And he was chosen to preach about faith to everyone.
Faith, yes, to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to touch on something here. It's an interesting concept, okay? And
Yeah.
it's very hard to do sometime. But if someone does something bad to you and makes you mad,
Yeah.
instead of getting mad at them and being angry with them and causing a fight, you're better to pray for them and let God deal with it.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to pray for people that you don't like sometimes, but this is
Yeah.
what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to touch on that because that one's a little hard for all of us, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
But I really want to just hate him. No. Okay, so let's go on to 8.
Yes. It is he hope everyone prays with no anger, no argument,
No anger
and yes, anger,
or
no argument.
argument.
Yes,
Yes.
argument.
Okay.
And night is for women. He want they need to be modest or decent clothes. Don't wear jewelry and expensive clothes. Just do good things.
Yes. And see that this is something that is really interesting to me. Cuz women in church in the West don't act like this.
Yes.
A lot of them, right? A lot of them dress fancy and they dress overly, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a different word, but basically overly sexual, even in church. But
Yeah.
women in Vietnam do this all the time. Right?
Yeah,
You guys
yes.
don't wear revealing clothes. You wear kind of baggy clothes and you don't show off your body, right? You do
Yeah,
everything.
yes, I know.
You do everything. You're very modest and everything. And your character shines through. And this is what I found when I visited Vietnam. Is it's a lot easier to get to know a woman's character because she's not trying to distract you with her body. And women who don't distract you with your body, with their bodies, usually have a lot better character when you get to know them. So I just wanted to say that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So let's
Yeah.
go on to the next one.
Yes, yes, 12 is woman don't teach men, but listen quietly because God created Adam before Eve, and the sin is due the woman. But I don't understand because in Vietnam, women and men are equal.
I know, and okay. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. There is in Christianity, there's roles. Okay, so the man is supposed to be responsible. Okay,
Yeah.
but to be responsible, you have to have authority,
Yes.
right? So if I tell someone to do something, I need you to do this, and they don't do it, they do something else, I can't be responsible for that.
Yes.
Right? So if a man's supposed to be responsible for his wife and his household, she has to let him be in charge, right? And help him. And by all means, if you think he's doing something wrong, respectfully have a discussion with him, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you want him to be responsible, he has to have the authority to make the decision.
Yes.
So a good leader is going to talk to you, and right, like a good man's going to sit down and say, I think this is the best move, da 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 da, and he's going to listen to your opinion, okay?
Yeah.
But in the end, he's going to make the decision.
Yes.
And then if anything goes wrong, it's up to him to fix it.
Yeah.
Because this is another thing in the West, right? Women want to be the boss, but then they still expect the man to be responsible for everything. And it doesn't work like that, right? So if you want the man to be responsible, then even though you might disagree with him, you have to say, okay, do it your way, and right? Yeah. Because I know for a fact that women in Vietnam look after the money.
Yes, like me.
Yeah. Well, women, if you get married, your wife is your accountant. and say so, but it's part of a teamwork, right? And everybody has roles in that team, right? So maybe your husband spends more time out working and you spend more time looking after the kids. Or, you know what I mean? Because you're doing different things, right? Everybody's sacrificing for the family, right? So the kids are better, so you have a house, right? Everybody's doing things to make that better, right? You just do it in different ways, And a husband is supposed to respect his wife and cherish his wife. The husband's goal in leading is to make his wife's life better. So that there's a benefit in the if the Christian way is done right, there's a benefit to the man where he has help and support in what he's doing. And there's a benefit for the woman because what he's doing is for her and the kids to be better. So, right? I don't know how much that fits into the Vietnamese way of doing things, but it's a very good way of doing things if it's done properly. If either side abuses that, right, then you have a very bad situation, right? If the man abuses his authority to make his life better and the family's life worse, that's bad. And if the woman abuses her, what the man does for her and doesn't respect him, that's bad too. So, like I said, I don't know how much that fits into the Vietnamese way, but that's the Christian way of doing things. The man is supposed to lead. He's supposed to lead sacrificially. Right? And the woman has a voice, and the woman, right? And the woman is to be respected, and the woman is to be held up, right? Because being a mother is the most important thing that you can do. Right? But like I said, it's the philosophy of the Christian is the proper Christian is that the man is responsible, so the man has to have the authority to be responsible. Right? Because you can't be responsible for something that you don't have authority over. Right? So that like I said, I don't know how well that fits in with the way things work in Vietnam. Is it very different in Vietnam? Is that kind of the way it works?
Um, maybe now here is about some years old.
So is that close to marriage in Vietnam? The husband the husband makes the decisions and he's responsible for things.
Yes.
But if you think he's doing wrong, you talk to him about it and you give him different ideas and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah. See, I honestly think that Vietnamese culture is a lot closer to Christian life than a lot of Christians here are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing you're missing is Jesus in a lot of it. But just the way life is led over, it actually really surprised me when I started learning more about Vietnam, when I started teaching. And it's like, wow, you guys are already living what's in the Bible, right? Except for the fact that a large portion of Vietnam doesn't believe in Jesus Christ, right? And doesn't believe that part of Christianity. Vietnamese people are very much, traditional Vietnamese people, I'll say, are very much living a biblical lifestyle. So it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Did you have any questions?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me today. This can be a very touchy passage because of what it says in it, right? So, but thank you for joining me today, and thank you everyone at home for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from it, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day.